That's a really good emote. Yeah, this is like this really weird action-y Witchspring R. Like it has some like hints of Hollow Bastion in it. It's like a really weird theme. Looks like they got a lot of health here, but that is fine with me. So can I not, wait a minute. Oh, I see what the problem is. I'm like, where's my skills? And the answer is, it's not my turn yet. Hikaru, welcome. Yes, OBS crashed, huge shock. Completely huge shock. So we are in chapter 7. Accordingly, the game seems to indicate we're at like a point of no return. Okay, so there, whatever that enemy is about to do a super move. Oh no, so close. Earth explosion? Alright, now it's my actual turn. Oh, it has the absolute defense. Well, that's gonna cause some issues. Did not know that was the thing he had. Up, they're back because they are corrupted. With dark magic. Okay. Oh, there's Reina. We were debating who's staying behind, and apparently nobody else is. It's just she's gonna be doing the one. She's gonna be the one doing it. So the infiltration will continue. Okay, and Reina and Justice were debating over, like, I'm killing the Pope. No, I'm killing the Pope. And it turns out I'm killing the Pope. So you both lose. Okay, just like staring like right in front of the camera. It's pretty funny. Okay, so we are gonna eat a bunch of pie. Is the Pope made out of pie? I mean, I'm assuming that is the reason why he cared so much about the prophecy. There's only one weakness, and that's just pie. Us eating the pie. So, let's use all the stat boost items we have. I literally am not going to use any of these recipes ever. So, let's just make ourselves super strong for no reason. Max HP -2 to increase magic by 1, no thank you. We'll ignore that one, actually. Okay. That is gonna do it. We have 2,971 strength. I'm assuming that's a lot. Somebody else who's more familiar with the game is gonna have to tell me. Considering we gave up on like side content at chapter 4, I feel like that's a lot. And there's Alfredo. telling him to get out of here because he's not brave enough. We got Big Pie! Got Big Pie! Massive Pie. Alright, we gotta check it out. 1000 HP recovery, MP 1400, remaining MP recovery over across 3 turns. Okay. Alright. We've got to fight the Executors over here. Looks like Kate, is it Kate and Livia? There's Livia. Okay, just Curse Executor. Alright. Lots of health for everybody. Okay. Our agility is not taking us very far, is it? We're gonna have to summon up a bunch of pets here to, like, flood the field. Verstein and Justice are already out. I'll bring out Luca. We'll also bring out Brilliant. I will also summon out Boar Jr. Alright, so now we're gonna put all of our attack power to use. Nobody's using a super move yet. Okay, my defense is down. Kate casts a curse on the shield, meaning we don't want to attack it. Although I think even if someone else attacks, we're still going to take the damage, no matter, even if it's a pet of ours. Okay. Yeah, I really don't understand, like, how you're supposed to mitigate damage. It seems like even when I have an absurd amount of defense, I'm still about to die at, like, any given moment. I feel like there's something I'm not understanding about the game. I understand I neglected training defense earlier on, but I feel like I've hit it, like, almost exclusively later on, and I'm still taking obscene amounts of damage. Because you have to remember, what I was training, even if it wasn't training defense, it was still training HP. So I don't feel like I'm doing miserably with it. Maybe I am. Okay, so her shield is gone now. Okay, so it was a turn waste. Not good for me. I have nothing else to mitigate any defense options. We can go ahead and continue to try to work on the Hunt Executor. Okay, she's gonna take a turn. And she did like 800 damage last time, so I think we'll just do basic defense. Okay, now I've been slowed even more. I still took the same amount of damage despite defending, so I don't know how that worked. The super move's about to go off. I may die anyway despite using defense. My attack is down. Yeah, 770 damage despite defending, and I still don't have a turn. I can now with thanks to this. That's the only reason I'm getting an option before I take about 200 something damage. The problem is the longer the fight goes on, the more damage I take. It's just like the damage continually scales upward. So I always have to be worried about that. I mean, as much as I'd love to use that, I know for a fact I just can't get away with it. Actually, I might. Yeah, I might. Oh, but then I'd have to use the, because I'll get my turn. They're only gonna do a couple hundred something. Oh, it brought me down to 1 health. It's not how I thought that would work. Oh, did I select a different ability than the one I thought I was picking? I think I picked a different ability. No, I chose Ultimate Strike. I guess it's the first time I used Ultimate Strike in a fight where there were actually enemies nearby. I guess I didn't know it had a splash effect. The bad news is that did not do nearly enough. I'll have to use Big Pie most likely. Or the King. Actually, we have to probably use the King Pudding. Okay. With any luck here, they should die. Yeah, before another turn happens. Okay, then we'll attack and kill the Hunt Executor, so she's out of the picture. That is a large explosion radius. It's not a super move. R was lightning bolts. I could do. Drastically decreases their ability to move. I mean, I feel like if this came out earlier, I'd find it a lot more valuable, but it's a little late now to worry about their speed. Okay, so I'm slowed again. They're all gonna go first. Which is fine, because we're gonna defeat her before she gets her turn. So it doesn't matter how fast they are. Never get our turn bonus. We used my one of King's Pudding though, which is unfortunate. I don't have that anymore. I have to rely on the 1000 HP healer item. trapped in a force field? Oh, Livia's like, nope, denied. I know this theme. I guess this is Olivia's theme, I don't know. Okay, so we solved the problem with violence and she got her senses back. Alright, she's being very cryptic about the receipt of the order. What was the point of looping it? This thing was like a full fade out, now it's back. Alright, so Livia's going to help us. It's slow motion, so it's poignant. The doll Kate was holding fell to the ground. Can I eat it for stats? I don't think you can eat it for stats. Alright, something important behind the door. Miro, so Anna's daughter. Oh no. There goes the headband. Okay, so 208,300 health. Alright, let's get some pets out. I do find it odd that I wish it would almost like have like some sort of a summon cursor memory, so I didn't have to do this each time. This one has a base attack of 1. Weird. Okay, so she is getting a turn, but not doing anything too insane. I might do quintuple and save sextuple for the critical turn. Okay, recovery effect decreased and poison. That's gonna be a little bit awful. We'll use aromatic meat. Oh, I should have used something a little heavier. I forgot about the reduction. Oh, I didn't see that her super move was coming up, so we may actually lose right now. Okay, we may also not. It's probably going to have additional hits each time she uses it. We'll save the absolute defense until we know a super move is coming. Wow, she is slow. She's really slow. We'll use Sextuple. Really put on the damage here. Okay, so it doesn't take her turn to do it. She's going to die before she gets another turn. We went through like 200,000 HP really fast. Boy, we suck. We're just getting people killed left and right. So there's Aimheart's necklace. We have Anna.
Miro, お母さんが来たわよ。お母さんのこと覚えてるかしら？久しぶりすぎて記憶もおぼろげでしょ。でも大丈夫。お母さんがあなたを覚えていればいいんだから。私のことを覚えていなくてもあなたは私の愛するミーロよ。小さな唇、かわいい花、何よりも美しい琥珀色の瞳。あなたの姿は変わったけど全てがそのままの気がするわ。まるで時間が止まったかのよう。私の時間がこのまま止まってくれたらどれだけいいことか。お母さん。ミーロ？今お母さんと呼んでくれた？行かないで。ミーロ。お母さん。行かないで。ありがとう。お母さんのことを覚えててくれて。ミーロ。私も永遠に愛してるわ。 ミロ、まだぼーっとするの？
精神支配がついさ。
Alright.
鉱山で暴走して。
I still think Anna should have grabbed the pie and just stuffed it in Miro's face. It's like, remember your birthright. This is who you are.
お守りしろ。
外部の兵たちが
ついに。
ものすごい息。
少し時間。自分を責めるんじゃない。
Alright, so Justice is staying behind.
だから俺全軍。
That means we cannot have him as a summon in the upcoming
だ
battle.
から早く行けって言ったのに。
Luna joins the party.
こんな雑魚の時間を。ロビンの恨み。
ちょうど。
監獄の氷は全部と。
レイナ、リビア。
そうじゃなくてここではどうね。残念だけど。
それにまだ完全にあの子も連れて行って。
執行者もですか、隊長。
ジャスティス。
I like that the soldiers just don't mind this talking. I mean, obviously there's the ice in the way, but still.
心配してくれてありがとう。みんな、本当にこれが
Okay,
最
the
後だ。
final moment.
明言するが、だが
Find out if it's actually the final moment, though. Because as far as I know, we are in chapter 7, and we have to get to. There's like a chapter 9, which is an epilogue, which implies it's a chapter 8 between 7 and 9 because math. But I don't know.
どういう時？
Luna's sealing the door. Do I wish to give up? No. I actually hit square because I don't know why. But we don't want to do that. How am I doing on health? Okay, I'm fully healed again. Peanut Shark Signal Flare, power 13,000, okay, 13,084. I have to remember I still have these as things I can do. It's not bad as maybe a turn 1 option, just being able to just throw a flare to do the bomb. Okay, so we're now confronting the big man himself. He's gonna begin with a story of the tragic tale of his boyhood. Okay, he says are you sure that your father died, Justice?
Justice, 今だ。パイベリー、ルナ。
いいわよ。
リアム・バーナード。いや。
Oh, Liam okay, well, okay, Liam Bernhardt's gonna... Wait, no. He would recognize his father, though, right?
Justice.
Okay, wait, I guess he doesn't recognize his father. Okay.
こんな風に墓から
あんたが
嘘でしょ？
結局バレてしまった。
リアム道理でしかし
それで
親子で力を合わせられ
Okay.
ただ私
Afraid they would recognize each other. Well, they didn't. It was only... They would could have gone the whole game without recognizing each other. It's your fault.
でも
ジャスティス、私はどうぞ。ジャスティス、それは教皇もし私が生きて悪かった。私の命もそう何も知らないまま。そうだな。
なですルシア魔女狩りと決し
Alright. Giant golems.
どうしてそんなに力？
あな た方はな私がどうしてルシア私のもとへ来るのです私にはあなたが必要なのです
Question mark, question mark, question mark, everything. I mean, I don't even know. Okay, they took some damage, but okay, that's with the shield. It's not good, actually. Is that gonna eat up my turn, I wonder? Better summon the pets first. I kinda don't want to heal this early, but I don't know what his damage output's gonna be like. I do want to see what the stupid bomb is gonna do.
信号弾座標設定完了発射装置 OK
どんぐりザメ発射
Okay, so I still get my turn. We'll gain some HP by attacking the Dark Castle. Miserable. So much health.
あなたでなければいけないのです。
凍りついてしまえばいいや。
俺に任せろ。
Oh, so all three of them get to go before Highberry does. Yeah, the Pope double turned, which is
あ
rough.
なたでなければいけないのです。
ちょっと疲れちゃったよ。
お呼びですか
Okay, he put up a barrier, which I will respect. Oh, the bomb's gonna go off now. Okay, so it didn't reflect it back. I was so scared I was gonna take the damage back at me.
大陸の栄光のために。
敵は切り倒すまで
Okay, so they're both gonna take a turn, and then the Pope. The problem is with all these pets, it's that their turn order, their next turn order is so far out that I don't even know if they're gonna do a super move or not.
審判の時間。
Well, if I had to guess, that's probably gonna be a super move. I'm gonna go ahead and use absolute defense.
絶対的な展開の力
So it's really strong damage. Interesting, it turn skipped ahead. Okay, the Pope is taking really long. Oh god. The Pope is actually taking so long that my absolute defense is not even going to work on it.
手遅れにならなきゃいい。
His turn is, Piper is going to get a turn. literally right before I can take advantage of it.
練習するぞ。
It's taking an awfully long time. Direct gravity field is ready.
立っているだけでも大変だよ。 立っているだけでも大変だよ。
Okay, so there's all 3 charges on him. Just have to worry about that stupid shield. What the? Where's the Pope? What is he getting a turn? I know I slowed him down, but damn.
もうこの力には慣れたよ。
Still not on the turn order yet. Still not on the turn order. A Piperry gets another turn. There's the Pope. Oh no, that's still not the Pope. I feel like they wanted me to do something in the interim here, and I just did not do it. Okay, there's the Pope. I mean, I am going to heal with Thor's meat. I am going to defend, but I think it's a little too late. I think we're dead no matter what. We'll have a revive go off, but...
月明かり、ヤシを照らして。
What the heck? What is it? Oh, come on. Okay. That did not do a whole lot of damage for as long as I had to wait. It's just like 4 people were allowed to go in front of him, and I don't understand. It's like they just our turns just manifested into existence. Very strange. We'll go ahead and defeat. Okay, now all eyes on the Pope. We now have the bonus damage able to be done. I am gonna go ahead and try to sextuple strike. Okay, it looks like the if there is a turn order slowdown, the agility icon is gone off of him, so maybe it wore off. Everybody's about to basically get their super move off. There's the Pope.
準備できたよ。 月明かり、ヤシを照らして。
Okay, Okay, the Pope kind of jumped ahead.
力には対価がつきもの。
Alright, strategic crit, and what looks like will be the last turn of the fight. Alright. Ultimate strike!
泉の力を持つ私がなぜ
Phase 2. Maybe we did it. I don't know if we did it,
最後
Hikaru.
に残し
もう聞く必要もありません。
ジャスティス私は
父さんは実験。
ジャスティス。お前に別れを二度も。
神殿長は死者もいる。資格はあります。
And they're debating about, you know, the Pope's like, oh, I can bring him back longer, maybe. And then it's like, oh, my father's gonna die more? Yeah.
人間の
人間の基準。
親族だ。ジャスティス。
まさか
恥ずかしい限り。
私がいて
セルビス。
Source of evil we don't know about, so there's gonna be a true final boss beyond this. That's probably chapter 8.
から受けたんだやはり彼は黒いルシア、あなたが私の
最高。
Oh, this crown?
パイベリー
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more here. I mean, I was pretty convinced that I wasn't gonna end with the Pope.
強行の
セルビス、私が教皇に渡した泉が入
こいつが本物だ。
り、泉の前でさ、
どうなルナ私たちでも
Yeah, oh no, crown. Turn that crown upside down, young man.
ご主人様。
行くぞ。
よしパイベリー今よオッケールナ ありえないでもかなり弱ってるなはあ
ジャスティス。
大丈夫です。
ごめん大きいのじゃ
まだ時間がか。
あとは撃つだクラウパイベリーこれをちゃんと合わせられちゃ手遅れにな
愚かだ。
どうしよ
What
う
a waste of magic.
私が与えたあ
Oh
の
no, powerful restraint magic.
実に哀れだ。あなたは死を目前。
セルビス。
おじさん
お前はこの剣。
抜かない。
私はすでに死。
許したいおじさん
希望は
敵は強い。少しは期待手遅れになる。
こんなところで父さんを失ったそうでもいくらこの空虚感は。
ジャスティス。我々
So So now we have to say good and bid farewell to Verstein.
泉の戦争をさないお前は私が
どういうこと
私はだが母さんのぬくもりも
大丈夫です。
今からでもパイベリ君が持って
おじさん、
ありがとう先に行って母さんと一緒に待ってるよジャスティスお前はゆっくりでいい
父さん。
ベルシュタインが
おじさんは
あなたの残し
腰
黒いドラゴン。
Black Dragon, where did that get in there?
何で
It's
も
a
かか
good
ってこい。
question.
貴様
一体何なの？
柔道
柔道。
ご主人様
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. The pacing of this is all like screwed up. Like everybody is teleporting into this room to do stuff. Like this room where I was like, don't worry, I'll seal us all behind in this ice wall, and then like everybody just comes in here anyway. A freaking dragon, everyone's teleporting left and right.
あのドラゴン。
泉の戦争の後あいつは
驚いたよ泉を騙す
あんた、守護道。
お前たち親族にお前を知ってん私は大陸に
今の自分の姿。
濃い闇に覆われエリシオンの娘肌が黒いというやはり私はそれで強硬に彼らの愚かな
柔道
卑怯
You remember?
その言葉は神殿中で今のは
待って。そう。
いや裏切っその結果
まさか。
そうだ
じゃあ今日。あんたが
お前を殺すチャンスは
私が家具を全部
待つのは苦ではなかったよ
そんなことさせない。
ならば傲慢な心臓
Alright.
力ずくで抵抗するがよい
Alright. Well, does not look like it'll go well. I am gonna use the shield stone. Okay, first of all, attack the Dark Alter Ego. Oh, his sword is putting in some good work there. We'll go ahead and summon up Luca or Junior and every guy. Dragon is coming up next. We have no idea its speed. We do want to try to focus on these so we can try to get like a double turn eventually.
悟らせてやる
凍りついてしまえば
How
いい。
bad are they going to hit by individual hits? Pretty badly, actually. Okay, and the boss is about to do a super move. Which we're fine, that's fine. Special skill, absolute defense.
お呼びですか
Red potion. And now I get an an extra attack. Arrow was ready. Oh shoot. Oh, that interaction destroys the absolute barrier. Well, consider me feeling foolish. Okay, so that'll hurt a lot.
もうこの力には慣れたよ。 凍りついてしまえばいいや。
俺一人で十分だ。
私の番だよ。
お呼びですか？
私がここを浄化する。
550.
突き上がり、ヤシを照らして。
Okay, so there's the third one down. Almost done with the alter egos.
私の番だよ。
お呼びですか？
全部凍りついてしまえばいいや。
Okay, we got a counter. Okay, he's
敵は
gone.
切り倒すまで。
Only the boss is left, and
渡せと
okay, it just one-shot me. I guess it had a,
ルシア、もう一度
I guess it had a
立ち
super
上がりましょう。
move queued up, but I wasn't paying attention. In any event, that's fine. The only problem is right now I have no choice but to use a regular tool.
さあ、あがくれ。
突き上がり、ヤシを照らして。 そうした方がいいの？
お呼びですか？
空にカモン、地面に響く。
Still has so much health left.
凍りついてしまえばいいや。 私の番だよ。立っているだけ
Oh, that's bad. It's game over. We'll have to wait like 30 seconds for it, but it's coming. I have no way to survive that. I don't have the health. Yep. So I don't know how to actually handle that. I don't have the HP to be able to deal with that move. Fortunately, all the soldiers come back too. Yeah, I don't really know how to, because I'd have to redo the entire segments, right? Including the part, like the storming the Pope's castle if I were to retreat, I would assume. It's so difficult when you can't see its turn order, when it's literally that far off. I guess I have to ignore the alter egos. I just don't. For multiple reasons, I just don't think it's a good plan. Because they're dealing like 150, I think, per attack. Yeah. Not quite, like 600 damage total once they all go. I don't know how much survivability I'm going to have if I just focus on him. He's gonna do a super move. What really, yeah, defend works only if you know the attack is coming up on the icon. And even so, it doesn't always seem to reduce damage. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. He jumped turns. Why did he jump turns? Yeah, sometimes the turn order just doesn't seem to, like, seems to be a suggestion rather than a rule. I don't fully get why. We don't have Durux gravity field yet.
お呼びですか？
I don't know. I have no idea if he's gonna do a super or not. Still can't see
凍り
him.
ついてしまえばいいや。
He's still doing full damage to me, even though I'm defending. That enemy did anyway, so defending was pointless in that regard. He is doing the super move, but I wasted a whole turn defending that I could have done attacking.
敵は切り倒すまで。
Oh, and he jumped turns again. Don't know why he jumped turns. There were literally 3 people in front of him.
あとちょっと。
悟らせてやろう。
突き上がって足を照ら
Anyway,
し
we should be fine. No idea. His health's question marks. No clue what his health is. I should be fine.
お呼びですか？
I still have my revive on standby.
立っているだけでも大変だよ。
凍りついてしまえばいいや。
Is it Justice's attacks that cause him to counter, or like what's going on? It seems like every time Justice gets a turn, he like hops turns, and wails on me. I don't see him on the bar. I mean, he does like 10,000 damage. I still want to hit him, but that time nothing happened.
私の番ね。
Strategic crit is active.
空高く。ビビビビ。
Counter.
私の番だよ。
お呼びですか？
Everybody's gonna have their super moves basically go off here. So he should be defeated in just mere moments.
俺一人で十
Oh,
分。
that was stupid. He's gonna take his turn, just like every other time I've used the move, right? No, but it did shake the turn order. Oh no, never mind. He not only did it shake his turn, but it gave him a super move. So I guess I'm never gonna use that move on him again. in any event. I don't know if it matters if he'll die from this. Yeah, so he died from that. Counterattack.
俺一人で十分だ。
Yeah, it seems like using Earth Explosion automatically gives the enemy a turn. What a terrible move, and you have no choice but to use them.
本当に終わったの？ブラックジャー
残念ながら
Only used a fraction of his power. He'll be back on his feet.
あれ？ジャスティス！しかも
いや
ブラックジャー余裕？
はい体も今のなん
ブラックジャー
僕たちはできる
ブラックジャー
諦めろ子供たちがここまで
重度の天井。
やつの体がさこれはチャンス
そうだ。最後に残ったアラメント様の加護。
Okay, after the final blessing.
もうじゃこれ
Is in the spring.
なんで泉のそれに泉
パイベリー白がくパイベリー
ここで引き返したらここまで来た。
ご主人
私
ご主人
泉ひときわ引っかき傷もあるこのパイベリー
最高。パイベリー
Alright, hidden secret passage spring.
早くロビン。
I was really hoping that was going to be the last fight. I don't know how much enthusiasm I have for any more.
強行場に黒いドラゴンが現れた
防御壁が建物に
終末が訪れたのかこれは一体
無知な愚かな強
ドラゴンがシャッ
教皇様ありえない
人間のだからこそそうすればさあ
Okay, so the Aramoon Spring.
本当に地下に泉があったんだ。早くアラムート様の泉に行こう。
Katana's here.
空間ジャスティス先輩のよろそうなんだ。だから私の結界が
Okay, they're using a barrier, and the statue should help us get final blessing.
パイベリー、ありがとう。あんたの活躍のおかげでお父さんに会えたよ。あんたは最高にかっこいい。私のヒーローだよ。だから私たち必ずまた生きて会おうね。
Okay, get the last blessing. I wonder if I could dismiss Justice. I mean, it's awful that he just instantly wills enemies to have their turns, especially if their turn is going to be a super move, and I can't defend myself, and or I don't have the HP to survive it because I was waiting to heal my next turn, and then it instantly jumps to him. The problem is if there's only one enemy, Justice is forced to attack it, so I'll have to check to see if I can dismiss him because he is ruining my life.
ならグズグズ。
ジャスティス、私は
パイベリー。
Okay, well, saving my life doesn't make up for the fact I'm still ruining it.
生きてお母さんと会う方法は出てから。
カンナとエイレネは
まさか
ジャスティス、
俺だけ脱出しろと言っ
あんたのためだけじゃない。一体なぜよ。
パイベリー。それに
So Justice is not gonna not gonna be egressed out. He's going to stick with us to the very, very end.
ベルシュタインおじさんの犠牲。
父さんの犠牲は父様なのに、ならいっそ今のこの熱い感
だけど
パイベリー。だけど
ジャスティス、
僕も仲間に入って
ブラックジョー。
ご主人様のいなくてまで楽しかったっす。
ブラックジョー、私ね、決めた。
なんだって。
泉が破壊されるの
後悔しないっすか。
悲しいけど、今はみんなの方がもっと大事なんだ。
Okay, so I'm wondering if this is gonna take us to 8 then.
ルシア。
エリシオン様。
私
We
の
get to see
娘が
Pyvery's mother again. Although this time in a non-ethereal form.
必ずまでも再会の喜びは
テーマを泉のセンスだから主人の無謀だ。お前に勝つのはそれは私も同じだから今の私はお前が強いなら人間にひおろせお前の主人のもとへ行くがよい
There's Jurok.
見てのと
ご苦労だった。
10度。
鎖なんか必要あるか。
そんな軽い処置でいいの。
おとなしくなるわ。縛るとはこうやって
そうだ。カゴが
私が
Okay, so now they're resurrected.
10度。
卵を持つルそれが私たちが泉
10さあ
憎き奴らめ、私はお前たち
うるさいな。
ある
数千年も
な。このくらいなら幸運と。
そうねアラムートが話が
あらむ、あなたはその力を持ってどうして再び
10
ならばと
度止められな正確に言えば
無能な自分の殻、それがこの世界に
そうだ。だが
同じ
お前がその結果がこれだ。
それは
10度黒い魔力は自己中心的な存在に変える。
そんなわけが
まだわからないのか。10度もう一度見るがいい。
そこまでして
強い魔力で世界世の中はだから私たちはその結果ある人間はそしてエムハードの伝令だった魂はさらに息子これはそれがルシアは
私が数千虚しい
10度だがお前はさあ
耐えられますか。私
言ったであろう。さあ消滅しなさい。
私のイチゴパイ探しの旅はこうして幕を下ろした。重度によって破壊された村はデュラック様の力で再建され始めた。
Oh, okay. Were you just fast forwarding? Okay. Humans killed in the war were brought back to life by my mother's powers. Wait, okay. What? Wait a minute. Humans began to make wishes to the deities again. Everything was back to normal, as if nothing had happened. You wouldn't be able to tell anything has changed at all. My favorite kind of ending in any game. Except for me, of course. We did it! What did we do exactly?
まあルシ
あんな温かい感じはお母さん
ア記憶は失っても
そうだよ。だからそういえばすごく小さい。
それは多分
あれ
何？
実は僕がご主人様を
We ate pie, that's right.
入れたんす
And that, in the end, that's all that matters.
その池は親族の魔力
Oh,
だけ
okay,
で
the
なく
pond of losing memories.
通りでそれも
ご主人様がそれで池に入れた。は
なるほど。
い。
そうだったんだ。ありがとうブラック。
あーく
Pie.
ごめんね小さいから枕私アークの活用法は
上こそ
そうだお母さん。
Alright, there's Justice.
こんにちはエリシ。
もう一度見ても
わざわ
勤務が終わったらす
シシさっさとあっち行け。
強行
So
な
now
目
we
に
get
つ
to
かない
see
よう
Kana's
オリジナ
epilogue,
ルの1号は
or whatever
大きすぎ
you
て
want to
隠せな
call
かっ
it. Building 1001
どれどれ
back.
お父さん。
あんな
私のゴーレムはその
何言ってるんだ。
私が手を加え
うん
望むところよ。
We have rock
数
hauling
なかなかな
contest.
そうだなプロ じゃ
そうだな。
おい
And there's Ralph.
どうしたって
何のよ。
そろそろお前ら俺の予想通り
あ、そうだった。
今さっき俺が来んなちなあれは撤去用よし
各自役割をよ。
みんさ
Alright, they're gonna go make some money by rebuilding stuff using their golems.
奈落村でお祭りが開
And
かれた
there's
よ。
Lake Festivals,
教皇が
Lake Village's festival.
奈落村には
Plenty of food for everybody. Except for witches.
今度はムササビ建設団を立ち上げて
Yep. And there's the damage they're
再建
rebuilding.
事業を始めたみたい。ラルフはこの事業で
Ralph is
みん
one
な
of the
大陸
richest men
一
in
番のお
Pavelia.
金持ちになったらしいよ。
Considering Pavelia is completely
そうだ。
gone to rubble,
ロ
I
ビンとリビア
imagine
は
that's pretty
心
apt.
配しなくて大丈夫。やっぱりお母さんの力ってすごい。そしてみんなでベルシュタインおじさんを見送る時間もあった。決死隊のみんなと
So, why couldn't he be brought back to life? What was the in-lore reason for that?
バベリア大陸の
Everyone else seemed to be brought back to life just fine.
ジャスティスは意外だけどどこかすっきりとしたようなそんな顔をしてた。そしてベルシュタインおじさんを復活する
Oh, he also provided someone the opportunity to resurrect her. Okay, there we go.
今父さんお母さんと妻
Got
の
it,
話を
okay.
する時間が必
Fair
要だから
enough.
邪魔したくない。だってエイレネは王宮部隊所属の魔導士になったんだって。決死隊で育っただけにエイレネには兵隊が合ってるみたい。それにルナと友達の仲はうまくいったみたい。私はその友達と一緒にルナの家にたまに遊びに行くんだ。アルフレッドはお父さんに新しい仕事を習ってるよ。
Oh, that was his dad. I didn't know it was his
意外
dad.
と手先が器用で仕事が性に合ってるみたい。
I never put those
エ
pieces
ダンの
together.
行方はわからない。本当にエダンはウルパ大陸に向かったのかな。
And
ミー
Anna.
ロは元気だよ。今は落ち着いたみたい。
Our bow got fixed. I
そ
guess
れに
I guess
ミーロはダビドとすぐに
the
仲良
magic
くな
can
った
do
んだ。
that.
ミーロの心はまだ子供の頃そのままなんだ。本当に良かったです、エイムハード様。
そうだな。おかげでミイロの人生は寂しくならずに済みそうだ。
この瞬間が
This moment feels just like a dream,
目が覚める必要のない
an eternal dream that never needs to be awakened from.
あるわ。そうだよ。次の時代につながる。エリシオンの時代にはもしかしたら。
それでさ、ジャスティスが私をさっと抱えて倒れる柱を避けた時、どれだけ驚いたかわかる？なんて言ったっけ？生きてお母さんと会うって言ってなかったか？ならどうにかしてでも生き残れよだっけ？そうそう、名台詞だよね。後世にも語り継がなくちゃ。
もう10回も。
そうだ。じゃあ今度は
バベリア大陸ぜここからは
Sorry, I'm
全ての神殿はもちろん
tired today.
ラダク村までもよく見
Apparently.
える。
本当だ。なんだっけ。ゴーレムが大砲に。
生まれて初めてさ。
心地
これからは実はこれまでもしかしたら
そうだよ。
バイベリーお前は
私にそんな能力何よりも本気でどんな語か
そういう言葉は
親族の世界でも
ね
Smooch.
ジャスティス次
そうだな。
All right. That is Witchspring R on the Steam. Hikaru, thank you so much for the redeem for that. I'm not opposed to it, but my score is pretty adamant at being a 70. I don't think it's quite at a solid score. I think it needed a little bit more depth to really get rounded out to have it that way. As soon as the level cap was reached in Chapter 4, only by fighting the enemies that you could see on the overworld, I felt that kind of cheapened the rest of the entire experience. There's no longer an incentive to go poke over in cavern number 3, or go fight these enemies over here, or go recruit this thing over there, or really engage with anything else that the game really had to offer, because I felt it felt unnecessary once you hit the max level, despite having a system where if you fight something, you can't farm EXP from them anymore. I thought, oh, okay, this is a smart idea. It enables you to not become broken too quickly, and then you become broken too quickly, and then it really, it's an odd system that I don't know if they just didn't test it, or how it could have been made in such a way to where it just ends up with max level without you even trying to hit max level. So as soon as that happened, I really just completely lost interest in trying to go over into any of the side areas, even off stream, and try to see if there are any more creatures to recruit or anything else. I'm just like, well, I'm max level, there's not really much of an incentive to anymore. But the combat system itself is fine. I don't really have any problems with it. I know I didn't really engage with the magic system much. I'm sure I could have had a much more broken build if I had tried a little bit harder to engage with the magic system. I don't think I could have really milked much more score points out of it if I had engaged with the other things. But overall, I felt it was, for what it was fine. I don't really have any major, complaints other than really what I've mentioned. I think they yammer on and on a little bit too much, and I think they buried the serious stuff a little too late. I was already kind of bored and annoyed by all of the pie discussion and how teehee, how silly she's supposed to be. So by the time I gave up on, like, okay, for like the first time in channel history, I'm just not going to really read out the dialogue anymore, then all the serious stuff happened. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you literally kidding me? And so I don't know. I feel like they could have tried to do a good mix of both, like having like this lighthearted character, and then I don't know. I feel like the pacing was all wrong. I mean, I think the level cap is pretty demonstrative of that, but also just the way it kind of plotted through its story was a little bit awkward. I feel like this would have easily been probably closer to 12 streams if I had read everything out from the remainder of those chapters, though. So I feel like it was a necessary evil I had to kind of really do. That being said, I don't plan to do that for many other games. I think the only other game I really had to do that for was like Summon Night. Actually, I think Summon Night 6 I probably could have done that with, but I just basically just graveyarded the game instead and came back with it to show off the finale in like the 30-minute outtake 4. Yeah, no, and I appreciate recommending it because again, it was not something I'd ever heard of. I will say this: I do like the boss theme in this game and the Imperial Soldier theme quite a lot. I do think that they are very, very standout, stellar tracks. I do like the cave music, even though it is quite overused. I think like those are all like standout tracks, and quite honestly, the Imperial battle theme is probably something I would unironically add to my playlist. So I think it's like actually a good track. The main normal battle theme is awful. It is terrible. I don't understand. It's way too repetitive, and it doesn't even have a good part. Like it's not even like a repetitive part that builds up to this really good part before it goes to the repetitive part. It's just a repetitive part and then it's a repetitive part. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's one way to compose a battle theme, but it's not my favorite. I usually like battle themes that even if they have like plotting portions, like there's always that one part you want to hum along to, or several of those parts you want to hum along to at minimum. And then I'm like, okay, that's fine. I can endure the entire track just to get to that point. But this one was like, I don't know. But it has a couple of standout good tracks. But overall, I mean, I definitely had the wrong impression about it from the screenshots and things I looked at. The combat's actually pretty easy to get into. It's very easy to customize your characters. Like, it's really easy to make the build you want to build. There's items you can farm for stats. There's training you can do for stats. There's blacksmithing you can do for certain upgrades of equipment to make sure your defense is better, magic defense is better, and just you're able to just endure attacks a lot more easily. So, I mean, it's a pretty involved system. That's why I don't really feel comfortable dropping it below like a 70. I think it really kind of earned its place there. It's just it rigidly stayed there though once I found out that you just were stuck with that level cap. But that's really all I have to say. What does the rest of the game have to say before we conclude here? Transfer and start for new beginning, current ending data. Epilogue has been added. I can catch up with the other characters following the ending or learn more about the world. I might if it was a 78 or a higher, but it is not. So I will not be doing the epilogue. Sorry. But look at that. Look at everybody. Everybody is now on the title screen. That is our victory. That is our reward. I will be putting in a limitation, at least temporarily, for the redeem in that I cannot do Steam. I thought this computer would handle it, but just the sheer amount of crashing that has happened with OBS, it's not only frustrating to try to get everything back working, but when I'm archiving my VODs and I have to keep assembling these broken off portions, it becomes a mess because then I have to retitle this is number this, and then I have to remember to renumber this to this title because it's now technically in 2 parts. It wasn't before, and so it's just kind of just becomes a lot more messy. It has nothing to do with this game. It could have been literally any game on Steam, and I would have been like, okay, we can't do it. I clearly thought we could, but we cannot. But in any event, hopefully that situation should be rectified because I will either be getting a Steam Deck or a Steam Machine. So I'll be playing one of the two, and I promise you the floodgates will then be wide open to play any one of those things. We may even play, let me take a look. I'm pretty sure, what is it released on? I'm pretty positive. It is on Steam, and it is. So yeah, Final Fantasy 13 is on Steam. That might be one of the first Steam games I play. I have heard so many people badmouth it for being so straightforward and linear, but I like straightforward linear games. It might be awesome. So I don't know. I mean, it unless it's like unless it's like absolutely boring in the way that it plays. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's the only mainline game other than 16 I have not played yet, like ever. So, let alone its sequels. But I mean, I'd rather just start with 13 and see what happens. But in any event, thanks everybody for stopping by. We're gonna go ahead and go to quit. Let's go ahead and go into my OBS menu here. We have some games to update on the bottom. So game list over here. So Witchspring R is now removed, which means that Lufia The Legend Returns will be coming up for Monday and Thursday. So that means the next time we'll be playing on Thursday, it'll be Lufia. Tomorrow, East 5. If something horrific goes wrong with that, which I'm sure nothing ever goes wrong with anything I do, but if something goes wrong with that, I do have a backup. I have planned ahead. If it fails, we are playing Pokemon Gold instead. But I don't think it'll fail. I think everything should be fine and work perfectly. It may be a shorter stream tomorrow, regardless. My parents are going to be coming back from the airport tomorrow. I will either be picking them up or they will have their own independent ride here. But either way, first time back after vacation, I'd rather not be holed up streaming. I'd rather spend time with them. So it'll be a shorter stream on Tuesday, regardless. Either way, I don't. Since it's an East game, I don't anticipate it being very long. How Long to Beat says 18 hours for like main story, which is about twice the length of the Super Nintendo Super Famicom version. So ultimately, we'll just have to see how it is. But I'm curious about how the PS2 holds up. We will be playing it via emulation because it is a translation of the fifth version, so it'll be very similar to DigiCarat Fantasy Excellent and how we play it, minus the confusion as to how everything works. There is still the possibility of OBS crashing with it. Yay! But we'll deal with it uh, when it happens, because it will happen. But the fact that the emulator is not going to be full screen is going to help tremendously. Witchspring R was full screen, so that means every time I wanted to hit the OBS window, I had to drag the window down a little bit, which caused it to freeze pretty often. But I should be able to access OBS quite a bit easier since the PS2 emulator is not going to be full screen, so that'll help. But I will have to mess with the resizing and everything else. So in any event, 7:40, I get to go off early. All right. Well, thanks everybody for stopping by, and I will see everyone tomorrow for some East 5. And we've got some fun new things ahead. Take care.